Okay, so good morning, everybody. Good morning on this beautiful sunny morning in London, anyway. So we're going to begin by sitting comfortably and rooting down through the lower body. Turn the palms up for a moment on your lap. So I'm sitting on a chair. We're going to begin with our facial yoga exercise. Just make sure that you're comfortable. And if you're on a chair, that your feet are on the ground. So bringing alignment to the spine. Just gently drawing the shoulder blades towards each other and dropping them down the back. Just close your eyes for a moment, become present. Noticing the energy in the body. You may have just woken up and rushed around and sat down again, so just letting everything settle into this place right now. You can leave everything else as a to-do list for later, but right now just focusing on your body, what's going on inside your body and in your mind, just taking a moment to notice thoughts popping in and out of your head. And watch the breath come and go. The more you watch the breath, the longer the spaces between those thoughts. Let's allow the breath to deepen, filling the lungs as you inhale. Gentle pause at the top of the inhalation, a natural pause rather, and then when you're ready to breathe out, just release and breathe out the whole way, feeling your belly muscles contract. Again, natural pause before inhaling. Just continue breathing deeply for a few more rounds. Feeling yourself energize with each breath. Breathing into your feet, your legs, the whole of the lower body, and the whole of the upper body, and your head and face. Bring the palms together, rub them, creating warmth, and then place them over your eyes, closed eyes. And open your eyes, feel them recharge. Spread the fingers, and we'll just take the palms all the way up to the forehead. Sweep them up to the forehead, to the hair, back of the head. Do that a few times from the eyes, maybe going outwards slightly this time. Maybe just taking bigger movements now, the cheeks, the whole face. Just hopefully you've applied some oil or cream so you're not pulling the skin too tightly. One more time. Good. And then we'll just bring our fingers and pinch the skin here between the eyebrows. Just press and hold there, breathing. Keep the shoulders relaxed, mouth closed. And then just using one hand, just kind of tickling from that space up towards your head. Maybe just spending a little time here, just tapping the area. And then just drawing the fingers up. And then we'll continue pinching. We'll hold just the beginning of the eyebrow, just hold there for a few seconds. And then release on the exhalation. And take the fingers a little bit across now, pinch and hold. And release with the exhalation. Continuing across the eyebrow, inhale. Exhale, release. One more time at the end of the eyebrows. And release. And let's just sweep the fingers across the forehead towards the temples. And make those circles at the temples, both directions. Just do a few in one way and then change. And then we're going to take our fingers underneath our eyebrows and just make some circles around the eyes. You might want to do this with your fourth finger actually, it's lighter. 3 times, just underneath the eyebrows, and maybe just pushing the eyebrows up slightly as well and outwards as you do this. And then just tap around the eyes 3 times. Hopefully your eyes are feeling nicely open now and recharged. Okay, let's make the hooks and just gently draw under the eyelids towards the temples. 3 times. And then on the bone. And underneath the bone. Great. And we'll do our V fingers, so corners of the eyes with the fingers. Look straight ahead. Try not to frown. Try not to lift the forehead. Look straight ahead and just lift your lower lids towards the top. So just do a few times. Lift, hold, and release. Trying to close the eyes perhaps this next couple of times. and release. I'm not the best person to watch doing that. I'm not actually very good at it. So you probably see my eyebrows lifting. But the whole point is to keep this part still. So another way is to place the hands on the head itself and do that way, which probably is easier. Holding it closed for a while, a couple of breaths, or almost closed. Feel the eyelids trembling maybe, and that's a sign that the muscles are working. And then release. So we're going to make these hook fingers, keep the mouth closed. We're going to pull them out to the side and then point them upwards and pull all the way up to the ears, so like creating a Joker smile. So just imagine you're giving yourself a nice smile facelift, but you're actually toning the muscles, creating circulation. And release. And then place your right hand on the side, just by the temple there, and just sit up tall. Pull your head towards your ear, nice and gently, keeping the opposite shoulder relaxed. And with the fingers, with this right hand, you can gently pull the fingers, pull the skin or the muscle there back, up and back, gently stretching the side of the face while you do this. Move the head around, just adjust the head, look forward, tilt it forwards maybe a little bit more, just to find that nice stretch. And then use that same hand on the other side of the face to push the head back to the center. And change. And use that hand to push yourself back to the center. And then just we'll do upward strokes with the hands first of all on the neck. And then down. So this drains the lymphatic drainage when you move downwards. Great. Okay. And then we're just going to we're going to make an O with our mouth and cover the eyes. Keep the eyes open. Big O with the mouth and hold it there for 30 seconds. Breathing. As you place the hands there, kind of push them, gently press them and push them upwards as well. And release. Okay, and just close your eyes. Just sit still for a breath or two. to mark the end of our facial yoga exercises. Noticing how you feel. And when we do our facial yoga, it also affects our state of mind. So perhaps notice if your thoughts are fewer now, and generally how you're feeling. So let's come to the front of our mat. So stand up carefully, adjusting yourself there, and come to the front of your mat. And we'll begin with some sun salutations. So standing in the mountain pose to begin. Palms facing the front. Spread the toes, engage through the feet. Tilt the tail, feel the tailbone heavy, dropping towards the heels. Heart open, so drawing the shoulders back, dropping the shoulder blades down the back, lifting through the back of the neck, but gently, not straining, just a gentle lift. Finding your length, the center line. And inhale to bring the arms over the head. Grab your left wrist and let's have a gentle stretch to the right. Holding it here, a couple of breaths. So feel free this morning to use Ujjayi breath as we move through our yoga practice, our yoga asana practice. So gently, partially closing the throat, continuing to breathe in and out through the nose. So breathe in to come up and exhale the other side. And inhale to come back to the center. Exhale to take the arms wider, lift through the heart. Roll the arms back behind the ears. Tilt the tail under as we lengthen here and open through the front of the body. And on the next inhalation, we straighten up, lift through the fingers. And exhale to fold the body forwards. Just grab your elbows here, relax your neck, let the body hang forwards, making a few swaying movements to release the spine. You can straighten the legs as much as you like here. Just notice what the legs need right now. Do they need to stay bent? Are they ready to straighten a little bit more? While keeping your upper body floppy and soft. And then place the fingers in, actually we're going to do the halfway lift. So hands on the front of the legs and open into a halfway lift. Lengthening the spine, roll the shoulders back again. And perhaps let's take our arms off our legs and stretch them in front of us by the ears. Palms facing each other. Reach back through those hips. Quite a strong pose here. Straight legs. Bringing the body parallel to the floor if possible. And then exhale, place the fingers in line with the toes and just rest forward. Bend the legs and look forwards. Inhale, take a giant step to the back of the mat with the right foot. And then hold the breath to step back into plank. Exhale, place the knees, chest and chin on the floor. Inhale as we drop the belly and come into a baby cobra, just keeping the hands soft, pressing through the hips. Roll the shoulders back, so focus on opening your heart. And exhale, just release. Forehead to the floor. Tuck the toes under and let's press onto all fours and just walk the knees under the hips. Inhale as we open into a cat pose. Cow pose, sorry. Exhale. Chin to the collarbone. So cat-cow flow, opening the heart, lifting the hips. Exhale, chin to the collarbone. Inhale. Exhale. Let's exhale the hips all the way back to the heels. Keep the hands pressing firmly into the ground. Continue Ujjayi breathing. Then look forwards, press into the hands without touching the floor. Chest comes forwards and back into this cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, take the hips all the way back to the heels. And this time, we keep the back rounded and we come back up into cat pose and then open into cow. Tuck the toes under, press into the hands and push into downward facing dog. And just lift the hips, bend the legs, send the belly towards the thighs. Roll the upper arms away from the ears, broadening the back. And then exhale, press the right heel to the ground. Inhale to release. Exhale the left heel. Inhale, release. And both heels. And just walk up and down here. Inhale, let's lift our right leg in the air, pressing into those hands. Look forwards and swing the foot through to the front of the mat. And the left foot, and just relax forwards. We're going to drop the hips, reach the arms forwards and come all the way up. And exhale, just float the arms down if you have the space, either side. There's a lot of noise going on outside, so I hope that's not too loud for you. Inhale, bring the arms over the head. Exhale, just open, lifting the heart. Inhale, straighten up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, release forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back. Hold the breath, right foot into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale into a cobra. You can press into the hands this time. Just come up as high as is comfortable, keeping the shoulders relaxed. And then tuck the toes under, press into a downward facing dog. Again, just take a moment, up and down with those heels. And then keep the feet still, and let's move the hips to the right, to the center, and exhale to the left. Back to the center. Inhale, lift that left leg in the air, look forwards and swing it to the front. Sorry. And step forwards with the right foot, release forwards. Inhale, reach forwards and up. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale. Let's exhale the hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, just fold forwards now. Fold all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, right foot to the back, arms by the ears into crescent moon. Exhale to place the hands either side of the front foot. Inhale as we sweep and open to the left, swinging that arm into the air and twisting the body. Exhale, hand comes on the mat again. And inhale as we step back into a plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, right leg in the air and swing it through to the front. Exhale, left foot, release forwards. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, drop the arms by the side. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, just fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back. Drop the knee and come into crescent moon. Exhale, hands on the floor. Keep the left hand where it is and inhale to open to the right. Exhale to release. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the front and right. Release. Inhale, reach forwards and up. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale. Exhale to the heart. Let's just send the arms straight up in front of us and open. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back, crescent moon. Holding it here, 3 breaths. Dropping those hips forwards and down. Pressing firmly into both feet, both legs. Inhale here. And exhale, let's bend to the right. Couple of breaths here. Press firmly into that left foot. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the left. Okay, really engage that back foot into the mat. And inhale back to the center. Bring the hands to the heart. Inhale here. And exhale, twist to the left. Bring that elbow outside the leg. Lift your arms so the elbows are stacked here, one on top of the other. Turn the prayer to the face. Press into the right arm to twist the body even more. Looking behind you if that's possible, or looking at that top elbow. Now for the last couple of breaths, if you want, you can tuck the back toes under, lift the knee off the floor, pushing the back of that knee upwards, straightening the leg. And then release, place the hands on the mat. So lift your back knee off the floor and pull the hips back. Straightening the front leg, rolling the toes off the mat. Shoulders relaxed, send the heart forwards, so opening the heart. And place both feet completely on the floor. So just adjust that back foot so you can place the heel on the floor. Remember to pull that left hip back so the hips are squared. And we're going to inhale and keep the right hand on the floor, open to the left. Don't worry if that front leg wants to bend a bit, that's fine. Just again, open the heart. Bring the shoulder blades towards each other to open the heart. Another breath here. Press that right heel into the ground. And exhale, release. And then we're going to change. Place the left hand on the front leg and inhale to open the other way into your triangle pose. You feel free if you need to adjust the feet, take them a bit wider here. Alignment, you kind of want the front heel in line with the inner arch of the back foot, pushing that right heel away from you, bringing the toes inward slightly. Don't worry too much about alignment, but more or less you need to think about it. Don't obsess, but be mindful of it. Again, draw the shoulder blades together, open the heart. And then release the hand to the floor, bring that back knee on the mat, uncurl the toes, and again, let's pull the hips back. And then walk yourself back to sit on that back heel, if that's comfortable. If not, grab a cushion and place it under your left hip, left buttock. Just push that left heel away from you, toes pointing back towards you, and then point the toes away from you. Just let the foot flex again, inhale, and exhale. Perhaps walk the hands towards the foot again, just being mindful of keeping the heart open, shoulders relaxed. Using each breath to relax wherever you feel you're squeezing. Now, if you have any pain in your right knee because it's in this position, change your position. Sit with your foot against your inner thigh, if that's better for your knee. Make sure you're not having the wrong kind of pain, but a good stretching, kind of challenging pain is, not pain, but stretch is good. Okay, so from here, let's place that left foot on the floor, hands on the mat either side, and step back into downward dog. And just holding it here, nice and still, pressing into the hands. Now, if you're feeling fairly strong, you can bring your elbows, forearms onto the floor and walk the feet a little bit closer towards your face. Otherwise, just stay in the downward dog. In this position, we're pushing our belly towards the thighs, looking back underneath towards our feet, really pressing into the arms. And we're rolling the shoulder blades away from each other here, so feeling that broadness in the upper back. And then we'll just drop the knees to the floor, sit back on the heels, come into child's pose with the arms by the legs, palms turned up. Just come back to the breath, feel the hips moving towards the feet, just releasing any tension and letting go here. Stretch the arms in front of you, spread the fingers, and come back into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your right leg in the air, and exhale, we're going to bring the foot outside the right hand on the edge of the mat, facing forwards. Adjust the back foot, heels are more or less in line there, and inhale to open into a side angle pose. Now this is quite strong with the hand on the floor, so feel free to just come up with the hand on the thigh, making sure that knee's not floppy. Shake the knees over the ankle there. Palm turned up if it's on your thigh, and the upper arm, palm is down. The arm is in line with your ear. For a stronger variation, to try something new, if you haven't already, tuck the right arm underneath the thigh and reach behind you with the left arm. See if you can grab the hands together behind the back and then rotate. You want still to keep that rotation in the upper body going. Squeeze the shoulder blades together again and twist. And release. Bring the hands onto the floor. Step back into downward dog. So it's a little bit strong this morning. I think the energy of the sun definitely feeling it, and then look forwards, and let's inhale to lift that right leg in the air and bring it to the front. Exhale, left foot, release forwards. Inhale, reach forwards and up. Exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart. Take a moment before we do the other side, letting our energy settle here. In fact, I think before we do the other side, let's do a tree pose. So first of all, standing on your left leg and bring your right foot anywhere along the inner thigh. Toes pointing down. Tuck the tail under. Open through the heart. And you can do whatever you want with your arms. This is quite nice, just keeping them at the chest. Also, just having them over the head. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, so you will have a slight bend in the arms. Otherwise, the shoulders travel all the way up. Try to bring the arms back behind the ears. Really keep that openness in the front of the body. And then release that side. And do the other side. Noticing the peacefulness of this pose. Balance as we're forced, our mind, and we need all our attention, all our focus to keep us balanced. Really calming poses to do. Continue Ujjayi breathing, focusing on your breath. Where does your body need the breath? Does it need it in your standing foot? Maybe to open the hips slightly more by working that knee further back while keeping the hips forwards. And exhale to release. Inhale, reach forwards and up with the arms, opening the heart here. And exhale, just fold forwards, diving forward. Inhale, let's step back with our left foot. Knee on the mat, crescent moon. 3 deep breaths, just holding it here. And then inhale and exhale, we bend to the left. Holding it here for 3 breaths. Make padding for your knee if it's uncomfortable. Just fold up your mat or grab a cushion or something or folded towel. Inhale to come back to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, twist to the right. And then let's exhale into that pose where we're facing the fingers towards the face, pressing down into that left arm to twist and open the body even more. Stay here or tuck the toes under and lift the back knee off the mat. Push that back heel away from you if it's off the floor. And then lift the back knee off the floor if it isn't already. Fingers in line with the toes, and let's pull the hips back to stretch the front leg. Relax those shoulders. Open the heart. Bring the front foot and the whole of the back foot onto the mat. Keep the left hand where it is, so it's kind of in line with your ankle, really kind of just in line with your shoulder, really. And twist and open to the right. Again, doesn't matter if the front leg wants to bend, just twist. And release. And then place your back knee on the mat. Oh, sorry, the other way. Trikonasana. So keep that right. You might want to take that left foot even further back. Bring your right hand onto your right leg and open to the side. Of course, it depends how high that front hand. You may be able to keep it on the floor, but the body needs to be open, as if you're pressing the back against a wall. And make sure you're not throwing that top arm back. Shoulders are stacked. And release. Such a nice pose, that one. Come back to the front, place the back knee on the mat. Uncurl the toes and let's pull the hips back. Keep the hands where they are for now as we just stretch the front leg here. And then walk yourself to sit back on that heel. Just press into the fingers either side at the moment. Lengthen your spine, push the heel away from you, and then point the toes away from you. And flex the foot one more time. Inhale and stay here, or walk towards the foot and just relax forwards. Propel ourselves forward, back into this position, and then we're going to step back into a plank, and exhale, bend the arms and lower yourself down in a straight line if possible, but feel free to do the knees, chest and chin, and then to relax the feet, bring the arms by the side of the body, palms turned up, forehead on the floor. Inhale, and as you exhale, flop the shoulders towards the floor, and just take a breath here. And on the next inhalation, roll the shoulders back off the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your upper body, feet off the floor, arms lifting high. Again, use the arms to pull the shoulder blades towards each other and then slide the shoulder blades down the back towards the waist, opening, looking straight ahead, while keeping the back of the neck long, so not throwing the head up, just lifting organically, really. As you come into more of a back bend, you will find you lift your head just naturally. Release whenever you need to. If possible, hold for another 3 breaths, deep breaths. And release. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself all the way back into extended child's pose, taking the knees slightly wider, nestling the body in between the thighs, and bringing the hips all the way down towards the heels, and then relaxing the hands, bringing the forehead to the floor. Stretch the hands, press them into the mat, come into downward facing dog. Just walk up and down on the spot. Inhale, let's lift your left leg in the air. And exhale, bring it outside the left hand. Adjust the back foot so the whole foot's on the mat and open into a side angle pose. Again, choose where you need to place your left arm and perhaps taking it into a bound variation. And release. Hands on the mat, step back into downward dog. And we're going to walk the feet just halfway towards the hands. Bring your right lower leg onto the floor. And then the left leg behind it. So you kind of end up sitting like this. And then stretch out the legs in front of you. And roll gently and carefully onto your back. Hug the knees to the chest. Just gently rock from side to side. So as we've gone from standing poses to lying on our backs, just allow a moment for the energy to settle. Just feel how the back feels right here. It's so nice and soothing. Just being on your back. Keep the hips on the floor as well so that the whole back can enjoy this connection with your mat or the ground. Now if you're doing shoulder stand and you know what you're doing, go into your shoulder stand. If you're not doing shoulder stand today, place the feet on the floor and lift the hips as you breathe in, lifting them as high as possible to bring that chin towards the collarbone, just as it would be in the shoulder stand, and then exhaling to release. Repeating this several times. After maybe 5 times, just holding the pose and breathing here, 5 rounds of breath. And challenging yourself, perhaps then having a go at lifting one leg into the air and holding it, and then changing. And for shoulder stand, making sure you're trying to get the elbows as close together as possible behind the back. Weight is on the upper arms and shoulders. Gently tilt the tailbone towards your heels. Keep the feet soft and relaxed. Now our mantra for today is so hum. So hum. So on the inhale, repeat the mantra so, and on your exhale, hum. You can do this mentally or as loud as you like, depending. Wake the whole family up, be an alarm clock, up to you. Inhale, hear the so, exhale, hear the hum. And it's kind of a sound from the throat, back of the throat, hum. And this mantra brings awareness to all the chakras, to our whole body. And it's a great one just to bring awareness to your breath. So throughout your day to day, you could use this to anchor yourself to your breath whenever the mind is becoming a little bit off and busy. Just bring this mantra back to your breath. And on the next exhalation, take the feet over the head and continue here for a few more breaths, repeating so, hum. And we're going to roll out onto our backs, or perhaps you might feel comfortable rolling straight onto your arms. So if you're doing the hip lifts, again, you can place the arms under the back and lower your back onto your arms. Keep the legs in the air and keep them as straight as possible to lower them down to the ground, nice and slowly. As soon as the heels touch the floor, let's lift and open into Matsyasana, the fish pose. We do want to touch the head to the floor, but it's light touch. Place the weight in your hips and open the heart. Roll the shoulders back. See if you can bring yourself into more of a back bend. Again, 5 deep breaths, repeating so hum. On the next inhalation, lift the head and look down at the feet. And then release the arms. Hug the knees to the chest. And let's just lift our head towards our knees. Squeezing tightly into a ball. And then lower the head to the floor. Take the arms out wide in line with the shoulders. Now you can choose to keep the knees bent, squeezing together, feet together as well. Or you can straighten the legs. Whichever one you're doing, keep the legs squeezing together. We're going to exhale and take the legs over to the left, all the way across, and turn to face the right. And just relax here. Just let go here. Let the right shoulder sink back into the mat. Try to have the right ear touching the floor. If your legs are straight, perhaps you can grab the feet with your hand, your left hand, or one foot. Okay, so on the next inhalation, we're coming back to the center. Remember, squeeze the legs. The legs are straight. Keep them straight now. Using your core strength to lift them back to the center. And then exhale to go the other way. Turning to face the other way. Once you're in this position, just relax. Relax the legs. Open through the lower back. Now inhale, come back to the center, lift those legs, and then give yourself a hug. So we're just going to roll into sitting, roll forwards and come back to sitting. And before we come onto our backs, sit comfortably, maybe on a block, for a few rounds of alternate nostril breath. Sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Bring the right hand into Vishnu Mudra. Extend the last 2 fingers and thumb. Bring the arm in front of the body. The other hand is facing up. You can touch the tips of the thumb and forefinger. Inhale through both nostrils. Close the right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. You may want to count just to 4 or 5. You may be able to extend it to 8, 9 or 10. In your own time. There's no rush to breathe in or out either, so that gap at the top and bottom of each breath, just enjoy that moment of stillness before the body tells you to continue with the breath. And make this your last round, finishing with an exhalation through the left nostril. Take your time, do the whole round. And once you've finished that round, release that right hand, palm turned up. Touch the tips of the thumb and forefingers. And just lift the chin slightly and bring your focus to the point between your eyebrows. And just sit here still, just letting the breath come and go naturally. Again, mentally chanting so, hum. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Without disturbing yourself too much, carefully make your way onto your backs in Shavasana pose and just continue with this breath awareness. You can continue with the mantra or just release it. Just watch the breath come and go. Relaxing your whole body. Now allow the breath to deepen, so just taking a nice deep breath, filling the whole body with prana, revitalizing energy. And let's release with a big sigh. Wiggle your toes and fingers and gently move your head. And then draw the knees to the chest. You can stretch your whole body if you like. And then roll over onto your left side. Take a deep breath here. And then press into the hand to come back into a comfortable sitting position. Bring the hands to the heart and open your eyes. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day.